You've heard me say this before and you're going to hear me say it again. If the current viewpoints on stance, posture, and alignment were correct, you'd already be playing the golf that you want to play. Because you're already doing what they ask of you to do. I've seen it on the driving range. I've seen it in my students as they come to me prior to receiving any instruction from me. It's that flat back and that spine angle and the toes and the knees and the hips aligned correctly towards the target line. If that worked, you'd already hit the ball straight. But it doesn't work. It neglects the body. It neglects exactly how the body works on its own. So for example, in the current viewpoints of the swing and stance and posture and alignment, the spine is the center of the swing. If the spine's the center of the swing, they ask you to have a real flat back and a proper spine angle and maintain that spine angle through the swing. In order to do that, they ask you to rotate your shoulders around your spine. As you rotate your shoulders around your spine, here comes the problem. You're asking your spine to twist, and your spine doesn't twist. Since your spine doesn't twist, this motion goes against the movements of your body. Since it goes against the movements of your body, it becomes hard to do, at least hard to do consistently. And then it becomes painful because it's actually, asking the spine to twist when it doesn't is going to cause pain. So now, given that the major flaw is that the spine is believed to be the center of the swing, and they're asking you now to work around your spine, they're neglecting the natural movements of your body. If you had an outside service come in that had nothing to do with golf and said, please just come in and analyze what's going on in golf instruction right now. Please tell us why the average golfer hardly improves over the last 30, 40 years, even though there's been all kinds of crazy advancements in technology and golf course maintenance. I mean, greens are pure now. I remember playing public greens 30 years ago that were very bumpy. Public greens now are not so bad. So you have an opportunity to save strokes just based upon the improvement of technology, yet it's not occurring. And it's not occurring because of this original flaw. It's the body is being neglected here. Now, if you look into the body, we have this outside agency that's come in to do an analysis. They would obviously see that there's a flaw to consistency. There's a flaw in how the average golfer is able to take control over his ball. It's wishful thinking that you're going to go out and use conventional theory and consistently expect your ball to behave. It's not because you haven't tried hard or practiced hard. It's simply because you're playing from a position that will not be consistent. So scrap all that and let's look into the body and see if there's an actual natural mechanic that we could find within the body that will allow you to take easy control over your golf ball. It's not hard. Your body is already pre-equipped to hit great shots. It's why all your great shots feel good. I don't know you, but I can guarantee that any of your greatest shots feel easy, they feel effortless, they feel powerful, they feel efficient, they feel like they should be easy to reproduce, and yet you can't reproduce it. Why would that be? It's simply because for that particular moment, for a flash, you played from a position in your body that afforded you great control and power over your swing and over the ball. I define that position for you. I will show you how to get into that position all the time, simply by paying attention to stance, posture, and alignment, but not in the traditional viewpoints of it. Now, the evolution of this process is just like the evolution of learning anything that has a foundation to it. Because see, you're learning something that has growth to it. Once you learn how to place your weight onto your left foot, you're going to continue to learn how to make that better daily. Because every day, all you're trying to do is get into a position that's going to allow you to control your swing. Well, every day you're going to become more familiar with that position. Because every day that you practice, you'll become familiar with what you can do to minimize the variables in your swing. You see, by staying still and setting a position and doing your work in the setup, you'll find that your swing becomes very easy because the swing you could take for granted from a good setup position.